Hi, we're the Beefy Boys, and today we're cooking the Rude Boy. So I'm Murph from the Beefy Boys, and this is my good friend Tarby.
Hello.
From the Beefy Boys. And yeah, today we are cooking the Rude Boy. Now we did a competition, if you remember Tarby, it was a while ago, where we got our customers to pick between 3 burgers that we were going to get rid of from the menu, and they had to pick their favourite one to stay on there, and that was the J5, and I ended up staying. But then Rude Boy was one of the ones that went, and then we decided, well, actually, it's been like a year or whatever now, and we want to bring it back because it's good. So,
yeah, it
is. We're going to make sense. Are you a fan of the Rude Boy, Todd?
Yeah, I really love spice, but my stomach doesn't. So when you guys first came up with the idea for the Hellboy sauce, and this is a story I quite often tell customers, is that, you know, I just took a mouthful of this sauce without even thinking it was ever going to do anything, you know. And, like I said, I still can't remember now what it tasted like or anything, but I do remember that I never ever wanted to try anything that hot again. So for somebody like me who's a big fan of spice but can't handle it, Rude Boy's where it's at, I think.
It's like a medium level spicy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna wreck your day,
no.
Blow your head off, but it will give you a little.
Yeah, you'll get your spice, but you know you're not going to waste half the day sat on the loo tomorrow.
Well, the spice in the Rude Boy comes from the Rude Boy Salsa. So basically, the concept behind this burger was in America they do green chili cheeseburgers, and that was the idea behind this one. So we started off by roasting some fresh jalapenos. We roast them over the char grill, so we char the skin up, get a bit of sort of black on them and that, and then we turn them into a salsa. So some of you eagle-eyed viewers may recognise Tarby, our friend, from appearing in The Devil's Cookbook. He does play some roles in it, not going to reveal who. But those of you who've seen it might be able to work it out. So yeah.
Or can spell my name.
Oh, because or even heard your name and hear it again in a different context. So.
Did you change his name?
No, we didn't. So yes.
Now you've ruined it.
Devil's Cookbook, for those who haven't seen this out there, it's our very sort of weird passion vanity project that we did about us going to the World Food Championships with the story. So Tarby plays a few different parts in there. So what's sort of some of your favourite memories from doing all that stuff? Do you have any favourite memories?
Yeah, I mean it's never fun at the time because, you know, Liam Murph, who sort of write and direct it, they want everything the way they picture it in their head, and that can quite often mean for everybody else doing the same shot 20 times. We were using one location we were filming at in an office, and it seemed like I spent an entire year in there. That was the summer, it was so hot. I'm actually, part of my costume is to be wearing a shirt and a suit, but if the camera pans down, I'm actually wearing shorts because it's so hot in this office. Yeah. So I'm like, the top half says business and the bottom half says party time. Time. So, you know, but yeah, no, nothing really sort of jumps out because, you know, at the time, it's sort of when you've done something for like 4 or 5 hours in a row, everything's a bit boring. But when you look back on it, it was all good fun. It's all real hoop. So
we've got the char grilled jalapenos. I've put in a little bit of lime juice in there, a little bit of white vinegar. We've got some char grilled onion, so we're going to put that in there as well, and we've got some fresh garlic. Now we're going to blitz this up in the food processor. We're going to have to do some bits. Thank you. Right, and so Tarby also came with us to the World Food Championships in Alabama, didn't you? What was any highlights from Alabama for you that you enjoyed?
So yeah, if you're watching any of the Devil's Cookbook and you sort of see any of the World Food Champ stuff, there always seems to be this really badly staged things that go wrong. Like when you're in Florida, I think you were trying to put an order in for buns or something, and they thought you had to send an email.
Oh yeah.
And up until the very last minute, you weren't actually going to have any buns, and that seems like, you know. So it's quite fun watching you guys and how it all unravels because it is all real. There is, like, you know, there's a few gags in there, but really, it's quite exciting to watch because there's always something going wrong.
Yes, there is always something going on.
Watching everybody trying to deal with it at the last minute, it's
it's the Beefy Boys curse, really, that something will always go wrong at all times. So what I've got in here now is the second part of the salsa. So I've got tomatillos, which are like a green Mexican sort of tomato. We've got some cumin in there, we've got some oregano, we've got some honey, and a little bit of salt and pepper. That is good. It's got a nice bit of a kick to it now. It's all right, so that's the salsa there. I mean, interestingly, with the jalapenos, They're really seasonal because we use fresh jalapenos in it. We did have an issue at the restaurant for a little bit, didn't we? People coming in sort of like December and having it and being like, it's not hot enough. When they're fresh, you're at the mercy of them. Interestingly, with jalapenos, apparently 1 in every 33 is extremely spicy.
Oh, I'd heard that. I couldn't remember the number, but I'd heard that.
That's why, so every now and again when you have a jalapeno popper, it's like, whoo. So that is one thing that we top this burger off with, is a little jalapeno popper. So with these, we take fresh jalapeno, we stuff it with a mixture of 3 cheeses, and then we roll it in breadcrumbs and deep fry it. So you've got like a nice sort of spicy jalapeno, lots of cheese and some crispy breadcrumb, and that goes on top of the burger. So right, now we'll start getting the patties on. So I think for this, I'm going to do a thick patty for myself, but then I don't think you've had a smash yet, have you, Tom? So we're going to do a smash for you. So we'll get the thick patty on there, and I'll put the smash on in a bit. The thick patty's going to take a little bit of cooking first. So let me smash that down.
Why is it not flat? Why do you?
Oh, interesting question, Tom. So we got 2 types of smashes that we use in the restaurant, because obviously now we've got lots of different ways people can order their patty. So if they want a thick patty, we use this smasher here. So this smasher here's got a little bit of a profile on it. So basically you get to smash the patty down, which gives you all the contact with it, get the nice crust on it, but it means that you get a uniform thickness. So if you've got 20 patties on the grill or whatever, they're all going to be exactly the same thickness. We used to do it just by sort of spatulas.
Yeah.
Putting it down. Now you see a lot of people will always be like, you shouldn't squish a burger, and they are kind of right, you shouldn't, but you do get 2 squishes with a burger, and for those 2 squishes are your first 2, because you're not going to squish any juice out of raw meat. It's not going to happen, because the only juice you get in a burger is when the fat's been cooking for a bit and it's rendered, and you know the meat starts cooking. That's when you get a juicy burger. So when you first put a patty down, you can definitely give it a little squeeze or a little wiggle, because it's raw, so you're not losing any juice at all.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then for the smashes, we use the flat one, which we're going to use in a second. But the smashes cook so quick that we don't have to put it on yet. So the next step we're going to get is on building the burger. Now you can do this build if you want to.
Okay.
So I've got the buns already toasted. So if you get those, so what we do with this, we have a little bit of salsa on the bottom and on the top, making sure there's a good coating so you get a bit in every bite.
Okay.
So Tarby's one of our heads of sort of front of house at the restaurant. So if you've ever come to the Beefy Boys in the past, you might have been served by Tarby or sort of met by Tarby. And you really enjoy the front of house thing, didn't you? Sort of chatting to people and...
Yeah, it's nice because, you know, everybody that comes here, whether it's the first time or the 50th time, because of the way, you know, it's just good mates working together, it's helped build a fun environment and a fun brand. So everybody that comes here, or touch metal, 99% of people who come here are after fun, they're in a good mood, they want to laugh. And I mean, who doesn't want to go to work and cheer people up or be cheered up by people? It's great.
So next up, we're going to go lettuce on the bottom. So if you can maybe check that on the far one. Yeah. I like to sort of break off the little sort of thick white bit. Make sure you've got the whole bottom of it covered. We like to put the lettuce on the bottom of a burger. There is like furious debate in the burger world about where your lettuce should go. Some people like to put it on the top of the burger, but some people like Coldplay. So just tells you what people are like, really, doesn't it?
Darkness.
The darkness ain't too bad. Well, they're not great, but I mean,
I'll get you tickets for your birthday.
Well, no, please don't. But they are, they're kind of supposed to be crap, the darkness, aren't they? Really?
Are they? They're ironically crap.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
But well done, Justin. You did what you said like to do.
Right, so I would go onions next, and then I would use, because then the tomato is like a flat base.
Okay, yeah,
to balance it out. That would be the way that I would do it. Right, so now I'm going to get the smashes on top. So these have become really, really popular here in the restaurant, and they're very different to a thick patty. It's sort of like a different sort of thing. It's more like your diner style sort of stuff. All right. So.
Sorry, did you say tomato on top of the onion now?
Yes, please. Yeah. Mate, yeah.
You're wasted on front of the house.
You are. You've been wasted in many places, haven't you? Alright, so here we go. So these smashes take absolutely no time at all. So for this one, this burger we like to use Jack cheese. Most of our burgers use American Swiss, but this one I think Jack works really well.
Is that a flavour thing or a melting thing? Or?
No, I think American and Swiss are quite creamy, and they're more salty than Jack. Jack's a little bit more cheddary, a bit more sharp, and I think that works a lot better with the salsa.
Okay.
To sort of work with it.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, what is your favourite burger at the Beefy Boys?
Oh, hands down, the Blue Boy.
Yeah.
For exactly the reason I said about before, I do like jalapenos are kind of, I wouldn't say they were my maximum as to what I can go to. I could do a bit more, but the blue cheese sauce that you make to go with it, and this is how I sell it to people, customers through the door, and I firmly believe what I say. It's a marriage of like a cold, tasty blue cheese sauce and a spice off a cold jalapeno, but it's so that the jalapeno is warm even though it's not cooked in any way, so you get that sort of really nice sort of, meeking up of like spicy versus cooling, and because of the flavour that's in them, I've never had to look elsewhere. Although the chipotle chicken.
You do like a chicken burger, don't you? Have you tried the fried chicken one yet?
The dirty cutter?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
That is very good.
It looks the business. I haven't.
Yeah, that is nice, that one. Right. Okay. So now we're going to go for the steam. Give that a few seconds there to melt the old cheese. I'll be interested to see what you think of a smash patty as well, considering you haven't had one yet.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It does give you more avenues to sort of, like you said, to change the dynamic of a burger as well.
Yes, and it's been more fun for us in the kitchen having, cooking burgers in lots of different ways and lots of sort of different styles.
Look at the cheese dance.
What's the cheese dancing? Right, there we go. So here's the smasher, which we'll put there for you.
Amazing.
And then I'm going to have the thick one today. And then, like I said, we're going to top that off with our jalapeno poppers.
And you just sort of watched all this get built, and you can see there's no trickery gone into that, but that still looks like just such an awesome burger.
It's a great burger, that one, isn't it? It does look great. So there you go, guys. We're trying to set up the Rude Boy. Awesome. So there we are. We've got the smash patty Rude Boy and a thick patty Rude Boy. So let's try it out, I guess, man. Take my... Right.
I want to try and get a bite of the popper with the burger.
Look at that. Look at that for a burger.
I'm going to turn my pop around because...
Are you going to get that in with your burger?
Yeah. I'm going, like I said, I'm going big.
I'm going to copy you. I'm be jealous of you.
Oh my God. Oh, there's too much going on there to talk about. Oh my God, that is really good. Those poppers are perfect.
It's just right there with the spice side, isn't it?
Yeah.
But not too much.
No, it's like you said, you know about it, but you certainly won't be knowing about it tomorrow. Can I have another go?
No problem.
Just before we sell it.
Yeah. That salsa with the cheese and everything.
And the burger as well. Like, not that it's a bad thing that you can ever feel it, but I can just taste it. I don't even know when I've had a bit of the burger, but you can just taste it. Like the smack, like the thin patty, lets you get a mouthful of everything else and appreciate everything in there.
I find also with the thin patties, it's easier to have a double. So obviously if you have a double of those, there's 4 patties there. So that's 4 3-ounce patties, but actually it's far easier to eat than if you have a double sort of thick patty. But yeah, man, it's really good. And that sort of salsa just sort of works with it. So if you guys at home are looking to make a spicy burger that's really, really tasty, but not too spicy, then the Rude Boy's the one for you.
Definitely.
So yeah, thanks very much, guys.
Okay, you're going in, so am I.
Is it on?
Yes, boss.
Well, can you see me, Ronald?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm Tommy, and when I'm not chasing the Beefy Boys in person, I'm following them all over YouTube. You can too. Just subscribe here. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Oh, God damn it, Ronald!
Sorry, boss.